Nuggets looking to secure a top 6 seed in the postseason. Ja Morant and the Grizzlies hoping to find their way out of the play-in. Pick it up with under a minute left in the second. Jokic to Christian Brown. Brown drives and lays it in. And with that assist, Jokic clinches double-digit assists on the season, which means he's the third player in NBA history to average a triple-double in a season. More on that in a moment. Late third, Jokic and the foul. It goes down 3. Next possession in transition. Russell Westbrook to Jokic. Down 1. He's taken over, which he usually does. 8 minutes to play. Nuggets down 5. Jokic to Brown for the bucket. Down 3. 4 minutes left. Still down 3. Off the inbound. Jokic to Aaron Gordon. Two-handed throwdown. Down 1. Doing everything to keep the Nuggets in this game. 3 minutes left, tied at 108. Jamal Murray. Mid-range. Smooth. Up 2. Next Nuggets possession. Murray to Jokic. Nuggets up by 4. Minute later. Ja Morant driving in. Russell Westbrook to Jokic. And that's good. The Nuggets close the game on a 14-1 run and win it 117-109. Jokic, another triple-double, 26 points, 16 rebounds, 12 assists. Dave Adelman, 2-0 as interim head coach for the Nuggets. Jokic, the story, NBA best 34 triple-doubles, most over a season by a center. Third player ever to average a triple-double in a season, joining Oscar Robertson and his Nuggets teammate, Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double, who's done it 4 times in his career. Jokic, though, the first center to average a triple-double in a season. Steph Curry and the Warriors coming off a buzzer-beater loss to the Spurs. Former teammate Harrison Barnes hit it. Golden State trying to stay in the top 6, visiting the Trailblazers. And a concerning moment early in the first quarter for Steph. Jams his thumb on Justin Manaya's leg. Heads back to the locker room to tend to the injury. He would return early in the second. Thumb all taped up. He's a gamer. 7 minutes to go in the second. Curry, thumbs up. Warriors up 11. 4 minutes later, Jimmy Butler the third to Curry. Sidestep. Buries it. Warriors take a 13-point lead at the break. Curry had 14. 7 minutes to go in the third. Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler. Alley-oop. Butler goes for 24 points, 11 for 11 from the free throw line. Warriors cruise 103-86 as they try to avoid the play-in tournament. Currently sit 6th in the West with 1 game to go. Play the Clippers in the regular season finale on Sunday.
Nets and T-Wolves. Ant-Man coming off 44 in Thursday's win over the Grizz. Timberwolves trying to find their way out of the play-in. Pick it up mid-second quarter, up 11. Edwards called for the reach-in foul on Keon Johnson, not agreeing with the call on the floor. Gets a quick tech. His 18th technical foul of the season results in another 1-game suspension, if not rescinded. 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Edwards drives, finishes. T-Wolves up 14. Next possession, Edwards. Catch and shoot. Got range too. Edwards scored all of his 9 points in the first half. Minnesota led by 12 at the break, mid-fourth. Now an 18-point game. Nickeil Alexander-Walker lobs to Rudy Gobert. Je suis Rudy. Gobert finished with a game-high 35, 11 boards to boot. T-Wolves, those top 6 hopes they stay alive as they win at 117-91.
LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers earned their 50th win of the season as they crushed the Rockets 140-109 on Friday night. Luka pours in 39 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. LeBron adds 14 points, 8 assists. And with the win, the Lakers lock up the 3 seed in the Western Conference. And for more, welcome in CBS Sports NBA writer Brad Botkin. Lakers beat the Rockets. LA locked into the 3 seed in the West. Brad, we won't know who they will face in the first round until the final day of the regular season on Sunday. Could be the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Warriors, Timberwolves. Who do the Lakers not want to see in the first round?
Oh, boy, who do they not want to see? You know, Hakeem, I'm getting asked this question a lot over the last couple of weeks and certainly today on a number of shows. I think, and this is my honest opinion, and everybody's going to differ on this, and matchups will dictate a lot, but all of those teams, I really think you're throwing darts here. It is the Thunder and then it is every team under that in the right scenario can win any series. It is really, really difficult to differentiate between these teams. I will say that just from a straight experience standpoint, I don't think the Lakers or the Warriors would prefer to play each other in the first round, even though there's a distinct possibility that that happens. I think both of those teams have some issues in terms of personnel with defending them. The Lakers will really try to expose Stephen Curry defensively, and vice versa. The Warriors will go at Luka Doncic. And I think those two matchups and the inability of the Lakers, I think, to defend the Warriors over a 7-game series and chase Stephen Curry around, they've got some defensive holes. And I don't think anybody can defend the Lakers. So the Warriors, they believe that they can win a series on their defense alone. They really believe that with Butler and Draymond Green. I think the Lakers, of course, the Thunder, but underneath the Thunder, I think the Lakers are the one team offensively that the Warriors would have to be worried about whether or not they could stop it. I don't think that either one of those teams would want to see each other in the first round.
Yeah, for pure entertainment value, we'd like to see Lakers and Warriors because we don't know how many more Steph versus LeBron matchups we're going to get here rest of the way. But in terms of pure basketball standpoint, you're right. Any of these first-round matchups could either spell trouble for the Lakers or it could just be a walkthrough. Eastern Conference playoffs, meantime, are set. The Cavs are the top seed, followed by the Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons, and then the teams in the play-in tournament, the Magic, Hawks, Bulls, and Heat. One of the juicy storylines is what the Knicks will do. They finished the regular season 0-10 against the top 3 records in the NBA, OKC, Cleveland, and Boston. No team in NBA history has won the title after going winless against the top 3 teams in the NBA during the regular season. The Knicks are going to play the feisty Pistons in the first round. For what it's worth, New York went 1-3 against Detroit in the regular season. Brad, what's your outlook for the Knicks in the playoffs, trying to find their way here?
God, that doesn't sound good. It came 0-10 and then 1-3 against the team that you're playing. This is really, I think, one of the most interesting teams. The West in general is obviously way more interesting, but in the East, the Knicks are a team that went out and specifically built their team for the playoffs. And I'm a firm believer that the playoffs are a different story, a different game, a different mindset. Everything is different about it than the regular season. There's a chance to hit the reset button. There's a chance to catch some momentum in a first-round win. And then if seeds hold, they're going to get Boston in the second round. And that is specifically who Leon Rose and company designed that team to compete with. They went out and absolutely copied the Celtics blueprint in terms of perimeter defenders who can all switch, who can all guard multiple positions, and can all shoot the three. And so it's all about pure versatility. They spent a ton on Mikal Bridges specifically to continue outfitting their perimeter with two-way players along with OG Anunoby and Josh Hart. They copied the Celtics. They got the stretch shooting big with Karl Anthony Towns to match Kristaps Porzingis. They have the go-to playmaker from Jason Tatum to Jalen Brunson. They went out and did this to play the Celtics. So throw the 0-10 out the window. Throw the 1-3. Hopefully, if they can get past the Pistons, throw that out the window. This is the team to watch because it feels like they extended their runway a little bit. They're not a team that has to win right now, like the Sixers were trying to do, or the Suns were trying to do, or the Bucks are trying to do, where you've got older players and it is now or never. The Knicks do have a little bit of a runway here, and they designed it that way. But it's not Houston. It's not OKC, where they got 7-8 years in front of them. It's pretty urgent in New York right now with everything they spent on Mikal Bridges. I think Tom Thibodeau can end up on the hot seat if they flame out, and certainly if they go out in the first round, but even if they have just a weak showing in the second round. So, again, I just think that the Knicks have the personnel. I'm somebody who believes that teams can flip the switch in the playoffs. And they designed their team specifically for this time of year, and now it's time to see if these guys can get it done.
NBA regular season ends on Sunday. Brad Botkin here with us on CBS Sports HQ. Brad, thanks.
Okay.
And here's a look at the odds to win the NBA title. Thunder with the shortest odds at +165, followed closely by the Celtics at +175. That would be a fun NBA Finals, but if I had to say something, my Cavaliers right there at +550. Lakers at +1900. Thunder trying to win their first NBA title in OKC history. Celtics looking to go back-to-back.
Coming up, we're back out to Augusta with
Chào các bạn, đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vỏ nhé. Và hôm nay mình sẽ có tiêu đề là kéo nhựa. Mọi người hôm nay vỏ của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là kéo sắt. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm nhé. Thấy đâu? Mình ơi, một cái này, một cái nhé. Ghê thật này.